up on ELN Morning. Here come the brides. I chatted with an ELN couple who just walked down the aisle.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation is responsible for more than just Bat-Kid. Turns out some other local wishes are coming true.
And Twist and Shout. Twisted Measure is in the studio with us today to show us a little preview of their fall concert.
Good morning, and thanks for tuning in to the last ELN morning of the semester. I'm Ashley McGettrick.
And I'm Jasmine Turner. We have a great show coming up this morning.
Yes, we do. And early in the show, we're going to log on to see what's trending on Twitter, and then later we have some tips on staying fit over the holidays.
And an exclusive performance from Twisted Measure. But before all that, we're joined by Joe Bruno for the latest news. Joe?
Good morning, Jasmine and Ashley. We begin today with Rockingham County's lead prosecutor, Phil Berger Jr. Berger Jr. is a Republican, and he's expected to announce that he is running for a House seat vacated by retiring Howard Coble. This is the House seat in which ELN falls under. Berger Jr. is making the announcement on Wednesday in Reedsville, and on the Democrat side, Orange County resident Laura Field is the only person to declare candidacy yet, but the election filing period doesn't begin until February. Now, if you are like me, you have close to no meal swipes left. So how would you like a meal for free? ELN's Cooking Club is showing off their talents on Wednesday with a free Thanksgiving dinner. This is the second time that the Cooking Club has done this event, which starts at 5 in the new Mosley Center kitchen. And finally, there's a goal ELN students cannot stop talking about. It's this one right here. Nate Dean launches it to Jason Waterman, puts it in the back of the net. The men's soccer team is preparing for the Clemson Tigers to travel up here for the first round of the NCAA men's soccer tournament. If ELN wins on Thursday, the squad will have to fly to Los Angeles to take on the #1 ranked team in the country, UCLA. Those are a couple of stories we are following today. Jasmine and Ashley, back to you.
From today's news to the World Wide Web, Sean Barry's in the studio with us to tell us what's trending online.
Good morning, Jasmine and Ashley. Here are the stories that are making headlines. First, new details are emerging about Toronto Mayor Rob Ford, who admitted to using crack cocaine sometime within the last year. The Toronto City Council stripped Ford of most of his legislative powers yesterday in a meeting where Ford then knocked over fellow council member in frustration. On a much lighter note, with the holidays right around the corner, Black Friday deals are all over the internet. That's right, it's never too early to start hunting for the best deals to save money on holiday shopping. Stores like Walmart have announced they're starting Black Friday deals at 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving. And in sports news, speculation that NBA star LeBron James and soccer phenom David Beckham are joining forces. No, not on the court, but possibly creating a Major League Soccer team in Miami. James already has stock in a team in Liverpool and may be looking to expand domestically. That's what's trending right now. Jasmine and Ashley, back to you.
Thanks, Sean. And a wedding and a lesson in diversity. That's what I got to be a part of while being an honored guest. So let's take a look. If you've ever wanted to attend a wedding from a different religion, this year is your chance. The Truett Center is hosting 4 weddings and an understanding, a series of mock weddings to educate students about a variety of cultures. Senior Ariel Weil is a part of a wedding tradition that may be a new experience to some.
So we thought it'd be interesting to have a same-sex marriage. We thought we'd be the only group that would really go for that.
Weil and her bride, Diana Abrahams, are on the executive board of Hillel. Weil and Abrahams believe the weddings provide an important experience.
I'm just hoping that people get a more diverse experience. So, you know, if your whole family is from one background, those are typically the weddings that you're going to be going to. And while we're moving forward, you know, in college and moving right out of college, people are going to start to get married, and you want to know how to act and what happens at different weddings so that you're not completely surprised.
The Truett Center was transformed for their big day, with fellow classmates standing in as parents and witnesses, an officiant, and even a place to donate meal swipes to support the Philippines in place of gifts. But most importantly, the wedding has gotten students talking about social issues.
It's great to have the opportunity to think about this, because I know a lot of students have been interested and been talking and thinking about if they think this is a good idea, if they think this is a bad idea, if they, like why they think here and now isn't the right place for this, or why we should be supportive of this.
For a while in Abraham's, their mock wedding is more than just fun. It's an opportunity to share a special piece of their lives with others. Now, I am a huge fan of weddings, so even though
we all? Come on.
Exactly. Even though this was a mock one, I truly enjoyed it. It was a really good experience, and I think it brought something different that I wasn't expecting going into it. So,
You know, when I think of weddings, I just think of my Pinterest board that I have everything planned. I don't know who I'm marrying, but everything is planned. So
at least it's all set in stone. So all I got.
Elon's all about the weddings. They're always taking the pictures by the fountains. We have this, so I love it. I'm all about that.
It was
so.
great. The girls had their white dresses on. They had their family there, the veil, and it was very authentic. But at the same time, you got a sense of what it's like to be at a Jewish wedding. So
Very cool.
I truly enjoyed.
Well, we
myself.
have more exciting stuff coming up, and on ELN Morning, we're going to take a look at the dance team's winter season.
And an a cappella group, Twisted Measure, is live next door in Studio B to give us a preview of their upcoming concert. So stick with us.
Will the warm weather stick around? We got up to the 70s yesterday, but will the temperatures get that high today? Our Gary Grumbach is live with this week's weather forecast. Gary?
Good morning, Jasmine and Ashley. Not only is it the 150th anniversary of the Gettysburg Address, it's November 19th, which means it's my mother's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. Moving on to the Elon weather, it was beautiful yesterday, but the rest of the week is going to be really cold. Right now it feels like 40 degrees, with estimates only reaching a high of 54, but there's not a cloud in the sky. The rest of the week looks partly sunny, so let's take a look at your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tomorrow will be the coldest day of the week, tipping down into the low 30s overnight. Thursday is going to be a high of 56 and a low of 38. That classic North Carolina fall weather we all know and love. Friday is the nicest day of the week, approaching a high of 63 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Those clouds may come with some showers on Saturday, as well as a high of 56. That's all I've got here from the weather front in downtown Elon. I'm Gary Grumbach, Elon Local News. Jasmine Ashley, back to you.
Thanks, Gary. It may be chilly outside right now, but our Matt Lee's got a warm cup of coffee at Phi Beta Kappa Commons. Matt, what else is going on at College Coffee this morning?
Hey, Ashley and Jasmine. It is pretty chilly out here, but luckily they got an assortment of muffins, hot chocolate, and coffee warm. And now there's word on the street that there's going to be a flash mob in here, so if there's some crazy dance, don't mind that. I don't know what's happening. But it's National Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week, and tomorrow from 11 to 9 p.m., Campus Kitchen is having a profit share at the Root. So if you want to go to the Root and have part of those go to Campus Kitchen, be sure to go out there tomorrow. And Easter Seals, an organization that helps families with disabilities, has a really cool table set up. They've got balloons lined along their table, and to make money, you get to pop a balloon. So everybody's just popping balloons, and the balloons are popping and just flying all place. And that's raising money for families with disabilities. And Campus Rec is here promoting this turkey trot. Now let's take a look back at this campus tradition with another this month in Elon.
22 years ago, in November 1991, fewer than 10 students started the first Turkey Trot, a charity run to collect canned goods for the community. Students and faculty had to donate one canned good to participate in the 3K run. The food would then be donated to a local agency, like Loaves and Fishes or Allied Churches, to benefit the community over the holidays. Today, the Turkey Trot has become a popular tradition at Elon, with hundreds of students, faculty, and staff coming together to exercise and give back to the community. The trot has now grown into a 5K event and requires 2 canned goods to register. The 22nd annual Turkey Trot is this Friday at 3:30 on South Campus.
Now, I think the trot's a great idea to prep for all the eating I plan on doing this Thanksgiving, but here with other ways you can stay fit during the holiday season is our Sky Cowens. Sky?
While it's okay to indulge in a delicious home-cooked meal, it's also important to take care of yourself. First, treat yourself in moderation. Have a piece of apple pie with ice cream, but listen to your body. Don't stuff your face or you'll find yourself stuck on the couch with an awful stomachache. One way to reduce what you eat is to use a smaller fork. This will help you take smaller bites so you can digest your food properly. Also, drink an 8-ounce glass of water before every holiday meal. Hunger is a sign of dehydration, so drinking water will hold you back from overeating. When cooking during the holidays, go for the healthier option. Use coconut oil instead of butter or vegetable oil. And while the holidays are definitely a time to relax, Remember to keep exercising. If you can squeeze in just 20 minutes of cardio each day, this will keep your metabolism going and you won't feel as guilty when eating that pumpkin pie. And when cooking pies, add extra spice to them. Cinnamon is a great metabolic booster, so add a little bit extra. Jasmine and Ashley, back to you.
The basketball team seasons are underway, but they're not the only ones that are showing off their skills on the court. Tess McCurdy caught up with the other athletes who are there from tip-off to the final buzzer.
I mean, these girls put in as much time as varsity athletes. I mean, they work hard. They train every day.
ELN dance team coach Megan Smith says dance isn't just an art, it's a sport.
These girls that go to conditioning, strength training, they have to eat proper nutrition, proper diet. I mean, it's a lot that goes into it. It's not just dance.
Senior co-captain Hannah Wentz has danced since she was 3 years old and wasn't ready to give it up in college.
It's a really close-knit group of girls. You know, we have practice every Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Friday for about 3 to 4 hours. We dance at all the games, football games, basketball games. It's just a way to connect yourself to the school.
For the dance team, the connection to the school is essential. Senior co-captain Haley Hawkins thinks this separates them from other dance groups on campus.
A much different atmosphere with cheering somebody on and like getting to experience the happiness that they experience when there's a win, and when a team loses, we feel the sadness with that.
Dance team is preparing for the second half of their season, basketball. Both girls prefer dancing for basketball because they are able to show off their dance technique.
When we get to basketball season, we're actually on the court, so we can do more dance elements. You know, fouettes, more leaps, more turns. We actually have an actual dance for the halftime portion. So
the dance team gave me a preview of one of their halftime routines.
Coming up after the break, we're going to walk you through the hottest films of the holiday season.
And while Twisted Measure is sounding pretty good warming up next door, they aren't the only a cappella group keeping busy.
The upcoming holiday seasons means film studios are about to release some of the most anticipated movies of the season. Students are out of class, on break, and films will soon be nominated for awards, leading to a packed theater this November and December. Our Katie Mergie's in the studio with this week's box office breakdown.
Thanks, guys. It's the season of sequels. Just in time for Thanksgiving, the second installment of the Hunger Games trilogy, Catching Fire, comes out this week. The first movie grossed over $400 million here in the United States, and the second looks to be no different. In Catching Fire, Katniss Everdeen aligns with a new group of allies to take on her enemies in the Capitol. Sub is selling $5 tickets in Moseley this week for a late-night premiere of the movie on Thursday. Don't miss it. Next up in blockbusters, The Hobbit, the desolationally popular Lord of the Rings series by the same author. Now, for a film we're all excited about here at ELN Morning, Anchorman 2. On December 20th, Ron Burgundy is back at the desk. Burgundy, played by Will Ferrell, is joined by his old team, including Steve Carell, and a new face to the series, Kristen Wiig, as they leave San Diego behind and tackle the 24-hour news cycle in New York City. And finally, for the Beliebers still holding strong, Justin Bieber's second documentary, Believe, is also out this Thanksgiving with behind-the-scenes footage of the pop star's worldwide tour and interviews with friends and family, other artists, and the teen sensation himself. That's it for this week's box office breakdown. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Katie. But the Alamance Children's Museum hosted an older crowd this weekend. Our Michelle Alfini has the story.
While the kids were in bed, the parents came out to play. Mallard Mania, a Duck Dynasty-themed fundraiser at the Children's Museum of Alamance County, gave adults the chance to have some fun. Candace King, the Director of Operations, says this is the kind of change they are looking for.
Well, every day we cater to the kids and families, but we thought that this was a great opportunity to see how the museum can be used at nighttime, as well as just for adults to kind of get to explore and be a kid themselves.
Mallard Mania was more than just adults playing around, though.
It's a fundraiser for our own backyard, and that's an outside exhibit space that we're really looking to add to.
The planned expansion exhibit will cost $200,000, but the museum staff expects to make $50,000 from the event itself. The museum started developing just 6 years ago, and staff considers the museum to be 90% done. They hope events like Mallard Mania can help bring the museum to 100%.
All the proceeds from Mallard Mania will be used to fund the development of this play set.
We still have exhibits to maintain and, of course, add to. We have lots of potential.
Michelle Alfini, ELN Local News.
And Mallard Mania was not the only fundraiser happening this weekend. Families also gathered at the Tanglewood Festival of Lights. Our Paige Peruso shows us how wishes really can come true.
It's amazing to meet the Wish families in person.
This past Saturday, members of the Triad community came to the Tanglewood Festival of Lights to participate in Walk for Wishes, a 5K walk fundraiser for the local branch of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
So Walk for Wishes is a way that we can get the community to come out and support Make-A-Wish. This is a great chance for Wish families to come out and meet each other, for volunteers to meet the Wish families.
More than 2,000 volunteers and participants came out to help reach their goal of $110,000.
Great that we've had the community outreach to be able to touch these volunteers and give them a chance to kind of give back in a way that's meaningful to them.
This money goes towards helping grant wishes for more than 200 children with a serious or life-threatening disease each year in the Triad area. Leeper says watching the reveal of these wishes is one of her favorite aspects of her job.
It's the best job in the world. It's the best feeling in the world to be able to help these children.
And the participants of Walk for Wishes got to experience that feeling when a very special boy's wish was granted.
We're actually surprising a little boy named Benjamin. He wants to go to Disney World to be a pirate. So we're going to have pirates come up on stage and tell him that his wish is going to be granted.
Although Benjamin could not be at the event due to complications with his illness, his wish and many other kids' wishes will be granted from the money raised at Walk for Wishes. Paige Peroso, ELN Local News.
Now, the holidays are always just a good time, I feel like, to give back and to think about all the things you're grateful for. And I'm excited to get back home because I normally do a lot of charity work with my church and my family. Growing up, my mom always had us do one project for every holiday to give back or pay forward everything we've been given. So.
And you know what? It's so much fun to do it too. You don't even realize, even if you just donate a can or you donate a box of pasta, something, you know, that really, it's somebody's holiday that you're really making. So it's so easy to do and it's fun, you know, doing all those charity walks and things. That looked like fun. I wish I was there. So.
Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. But now our Mackenzie Murray is next door with Twisted Measure. So we're going to check in before this show. So Mackenzie, what's going on over there?
Thanks to Ashley and Jasmine. I'm here in Studio B with Twisted Measure's Kyle Whitaker. So Kyle, how have you been preparing for your fall concert this weekend?
Well, we actually have rehearsal every night this week. It's concert week, so we get together for about 3 hours every night, and we just go through some stuff, choreography, all that good stuff, yeah.
Awesome, and do you have any favorite songs that you'll be performing this weekend?
Personally, my favorite is I Choose You by Sarah Bareilles. It's Tyler's solo here. It's one of our new songs, and I really like it.
Awesome. Well, that sounds great, and you guys sounded awesome for practicing over here, so I can't wait to hear it this weekend.
Thanks so much.
So after the break, we will catch back up with Twisted Measure and for a sneak peek at their fall concert. So don't go anywhere.
And let's go back into Studio B where Mackenzie Murray is still with Twisted Measure. Mackenzie, how's it going?
Hey guys, I'm here with Elon's oldest a cappella group, but before we hear from them, I checked out some other groups that raised their voices this weekend. Pop favorites and some year-old classics could be heard from Whitley Auditorium as Vital Signs and Ripcord had their fall concerts this Friday and Saturday.
Kind of the biggest event that we do all semester.
While the night was all about the concert, Vital Signs is getting ready to start a new venture as well.
The money that we're making is going to help fund our next EP, which is our first ever CD, actually. So kind of a big deal.
Vital Signs isn't the only group making big strides. Ripcord's EP comes out this week.
It's gonna be here Monday. It's an EP, so it's got 6 songs.
Both Nick and Jacob believe that being a part of an a cappella group is about more than just the music and CDs.
It's about performing for the community. It's about taking songs that you hear on the radio and completely changing them to make them sound unique to what we've got going on. So.
And about the bond they make with each other.
My best friends are in Ripcord, and having an end product like this with guys you love music, you love singing, and just having a great time, you can't beat it.
Mackenzie Grace Murray, Elon Local News. And we are here with Twisted Measure. So your fall concert is this weekend, right?
It is. It's at 7:30 on Friday.
Awesome. And what can we expect at the concert?
We've just been having a really good time this week, and we're super excited to have everyone come out. A lot of new songs, some top 40 hits, and as always, no shoes. So it's gonna be great.
Now,
That's
I
awesome.
have a question about the no shoes thing. I'm a fan of not wearing shoes, but where did it come from?
Honestly, I have no idea. It's kind of just always been a tradition. I think we tend to dance and jump a lot, and so especially for girls, I think it makes it easier not worrying about heels.
Yeah,
and
you hear
stuff,
that, producers? It makes it easier.
Yeah.
Maybe we should kick off our shoes. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than welcome to join us. For sure.
Great. Well, I know I'm excited to hear what's going
ready to
on.
hear you
So
guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Whitley, so we're really excited to have people come out.
awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, let's toss it over to you guys real quick. And before we go, I think we should remind everybody, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, do all that jazz at ELN Morning.
Yeah, so we're ready for you guys.
All right.
Thanks. I had a dream the other night about how we only get one life. Woke me up right after.